Justin, good to see you tonight.
Good to see you, Dave.
Thanks for coming out to get a little golfing this afternoon.
Oh, absolutely, bud. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. Great work the last couple lessons we've worked on, everything. I know you've had a chance to get out and practice and play a few rounds since then.
Yeah.
Did you see any improvement from any of the adjustments we made the last couple of lessons, both with full swing and with your putting?
Yeah, both actually very well. Full swing wise, I feel like getting a little bit wider at the base has been really beneficial. I feel like really solid over the ball and really hit the ball well last couple rounds I've played. Getting used to it still a little bit, but it's definitely stretches of really solid ball striking. The putting has been really good. I haven't made as much as I would like, but I feel like I get like a good roll on it.
Sure.
And I've brought in a lot of the drills that we've worked into, like some of my practice sessions. So it's been really good. Specifically the string drill, I thought that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a great one to keep
really
that,
good.
Keep that head nice and square, low, to and from.
Yeah,
that's good.
Been really good. Thank you.
Play any golf tournaments since our last lesson? I know it's been a week or so. I know you've been busy.
No tournaments, unfortunately.
Okay.
But got a couple of rounds in, so it's been good.
Okay, great. Today we're going to go out and play some golf.
Perfect.
What we're practicing and working on.
Yeah.
So we want to start by talking just a little bit about the mental side of the game, and how do you approach each round of golf? I know it's a little bit different if you're out playing with your friends,
yeah,
relaxing, maybe not screwing around a little bit, but let's focus because we're looking at improving our game and moving more towards being a lower handicapper and playing in more events.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say are the first couple mental things you do to prepare for your round of golf as far as tournament play?
It's a good question. So, I mean, if I've played the course before, I try to think about which holes that I need to not hit driver on.
Sure.
I think I get in the habit, unfortunately, of going, oh, it's a par 4, and I pull out a driver. And
a little bit of course management.
Yeah. And I try to tell myself, like, I'm just going to hit easy shots all day. Like, I'm going to just hit to the 150 marker, and that's just what I'm going to do. Hit a bunch of 9 irons all day. That's my thought process when I approach it. The challenge I have is sometimes I get in the mix of the round, and I get away from my game plan.
Sure.
It's just that discipline to stay the course when I feel like I might be behind in a round.
Okay.
That's kind of my typical thought process.
Well, maybe we'll play a few holes here today.
Okay.
Just kind of slow it down a little bit, talk about a few of the shots that we're going to hit.
Okay.
Play a few holes as it is around the greens as well, and kind of take into consideration club selection, position on the golf course, and we don't want to think ahead too much to 5 holes down the road per se.
Yeah.
Taking one shot at a time. But when we are making those shot selections over the next few holes as we're out here, let's talk about it a little bit and kind of consider what we're going to do before we pull the trigger.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
Well, let's get going here. We're on number 1, so we've got kind of a long par 5. Probably it's about 575, 580. It's a pretty long first hole. Do you think it's reachable for you in 2, or?
Realistically, probably not. I mean, if we were downwind and I hit a bomb and got a good bounce, I might have a chance at it, but 9 times out of 10, I'd say no. We've
got a pretty ample landing area, so it's really not a decision to drop down from a driver, you would think, right? We still want to hit driver.
I would think so. I would think if I were looking at a hole, I'd typically probably go driver and then lay up to a number, depending on where I'm at. But it's typically how I would approach it, unless I had a distance that I could really go after it.
Well, that's the game plan then. We've got ample landing area. Why don't we get off the tee here, see where we end up at, and then we can make a decision from there.
Okay.
Why don't we let you have a seat, hit the shot.
Okay. Given the layout of the hole, I mean, what would be the line that you would take, given that we have a lot of room to work with? Yeah, we've got a ton of room to the right here. Obviously, we've got a hazard on the left side, just past the tree line. So if we can leave it to the right, that would be the miss. With your distance off the tee, with that clump of trees not really coming into play today because we're not really into a heavy headwind or anything, middle of the fairway to right is going to give you a great angle.
It's going to be the way to go.
Yeah. Great drive. Exactly where we were talking about. Right side of the fairway. Let's go up and take a look at our angle and work on getting to that distance.